Hey guys, what's up? I actually was talking the whole time and I was not live, yeah? What's good, party people? Sorry for being late. I was the whole time in the stream actually, and I was talking to you and I was like checking the chat. I was like, why is nobody saying anything? What's good, people? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Um Tobias, my friend that just joined, made me actually like he basically sent me a screenshot because he just called me. I was like, bro, I'm in a live stream. And then he sent me waiting for Jonathan. I was like, what do you mean? I'm talking for 8 minutes already. Anyways, guys, what I wanted to figure out is because you see my YouTube screen right now, which completely sucks, but it's funny. Um, I'm trying to basically screen mirror my screen, like as I always do every second day, and it's not working. It's not working. It could not connect to Jonathan's MacBook Air. So usually I have like two screens, like my one main MacBook and then my second MacBook. But currently I cannot do that for whatever reason. Obviously, first live stream, and it's not working like always, like these freaking technical parts, right? So I need to figure out how we do this now with the chat here. Can we actually multi? No, okay, that's not gonna work. Usually I'm really well prepared, but now that caught me a little bit off guard. So what I actually did already say, if you're not in my Telegram channel yet, feel free to join it. I already sent it in the chat. That's my new Telegram here. You can feel free to join. I will promote all the live streams, the market breakdowns. For example, today I already made you guys a little bit of a voice message. Um, Basically, for you guys to know, we're gonna go live every day, Monday to Friday, 3 p.m. CET time. So basically now, and that should be 9 a.m. Eastern. That should be the case. And then we trade 9:30 Eastern, 3:30 CET, the New York opening. So let's, even though my second screen is not working, I'm gonna try it every now and then again. Could not connect. I don't know. Usually that is the reason because you're not in the same Wi-Fi. But just for you to know, sometimes I'm going to the YouTube panel and then I'm gonna read through the chat. I don't have any other option to do it right now, and I don't understand why. But it is what it is. I'm gonna try it a few more times. It definitely sucks because usually I have all my screens here on the right side, my trading panel, my YouTube YouTube comments section and stuff like that. But I'm just gonna basically join with my phone as well. So I have the chat here, and then I can basically answer it over the chat. I think for today that's fine. Um, we make the best out of it, I would say. Let me actually see here. And then what we always do, what we always do, now I can definitely see the chat. So maybe let me know if you're ready, if you're hyped, if you have great energy. Send this live to a friend. First time here, so we need to promote it even better in the future. But yeah, a few people definitely already joined, which is nice. Um, so what we're gonna do in the next weeks, Christmas time, we have to see how much volume we have. But what we're gonna do is every time when we start at 3 p.m., we're going to do a little bit of education first until the New York opening starts. So we go a little bit over zones, which are interesting. So let's actually start with that, and you can completely fill the chat here, guys. I'm happy to interact with you. Ask any questions you want. Let's fill up the chat. Let's have a nice vibe, nice energy. Let's have fun, right? And let's see who has the bigger balls today, the Bulls or the Bears. So let's actually break that down. I already made you guys obviously a voice message. So Bitcoin is acting really, really choppy right now. Um, why? I mean, we can see that we reacted very, very nicely from this break. I mean, like if we can see here, like this long downtrend that we had in Bitcoin. Um, Also, if we take a look actually on the weekly, it's actually very interesting what Bitcoin did. Now, obviously, it's a little bit messy, but what you can see is we basically had always the expansion, the correction, and again, the expansion, correction, and expansion. So we basically had already three big movements with three big corrections. Here it was I mean, kind of like 33% here, 34, and now we're around 36 point something percent in correction. What is really interesting on the weekly, we are in a trend reversal zone. So if we are putting our Fibonacci retracement here, we see that we are here. I can mark it up. As I said, it's a little bit messy right now because obviously I used that for lower time frame here, but you guys can see here trend reversal zone. We dipped in here and we see a reaction from now. A few points play out for a bit, or you know, are definitely signs that we are potentially in a bear market. But therefore, just check out my long form content on YouTube. What we do see right now in Bitcoin, what it's basically doing is we had a very nice move to the upside. We see here move to the upside, some traction to the downside, like we basically had like a sideway trend, and then we had this very strong move last week on Tuesday, right? So basically, almost 1 week ago, 8 days ago. And then we had the correction. Usually, guys, I don't really like these kind of movements, like this, you call them vector candles, like these big ass candles, right? Like with a lot of volume, because I already explained that in my voice message. What actually happens in these kind of candles is that a lot of orders are not getting filled, right? So here, for example, a lot of people try to do like buy limits when we had the push. So basically, like pushes, like it pushes up. People try, of course, to wait for retracement, but they didn't get filled. So a lot of like momentum at the same time here for the bulls, and that creates an imbalance, right? Imbalance with unfilled, in this case, buy orders, right? So here, like this big gap, I didn't really like. So we did actually see the move to the upside. We retraced, we filled completely this imbalance, and then, yeah, unfortunately, we saw something similar again, right? What is now for potential longs very interesting in Bitcoin is that we have another big fair value gap, as I marked here, like a big imbalance we have basically in this zone. So an imbalance is usually indicated when you have this big candle and then you go from the gap from the previous candle to the gap of the candle afterwards. So we have this big zone here in red. I already marked out that this one here at $91,127. By the way, everything is here on the BingX chart. So I am personally trading on BingX. So if you want to trade on an exchange, feel free to check out the bio. I am personally trading on BingX and speaking also about all the BingX charts, right? So this one here is the 50% zone of the fair value gap that I definitely think that this will be filled. The question is, do we see first the downtrend, like the downtrend continuing, or do we see it right away? But it's just a matter of time that this one here will definitely be filled, in my personal opinion, right? We did also have here like a very interesting manipulation week that happens very often in crypto, that we fill these gaps. So we basically get out the stop losses, because usually what do people do? They see, okay, where do we have, let's say, for example, a 15-minute order block, right? So like here, for example, was a 15-minute order block. You guys can see that pretty nicely, right? Nobody was there. Well, people took for example, trades within this area, and often they just use the last low as a stop loss. Well, what happened? We wicked down the last low, so we created a new low technically. On the line chart, though, which is the real price, in my opinion, we didn't create a new low. So for me, that is just a manipulation wick. And this gives me a good feeling that we can definitely also go up here in Bitcoin. But we also have to see that right now we do have a very important zone to win. I'm actually going to put that one here away. And check out the chat. Let me also know if I'm talking too quick or something. But this zone here, you can see this accumulation zone over the weekend. So basically started on Friday with this big sell-off, and then just a very boring price action, right? You can see it here, very boring price action over the weekend. And then we broke to the downside. So this whole red area will be very important to win now, right? We do have here kind of, let's say, yeah, kind of like a 30-minute to 50-minute setup. So we have this last high here. And when we take the Fibonacci to the downside, Oops. We do have a very interesting zone here, right? In the 88.6 to the 78.6 trend reversal zone. So we are reacting right now out of it, but we're still kind of holding strong. What we can actually also do before we start trading, we can actually check out. I really would love to have a second screen. I'm gonna try that again. It's still not working. It's crazy. Like, I don't understand why. It's super, super annoying, but I cannot really do anything. Let's try it this way one more time, but I don't think that's gonna work out. If somebody knows, like, if we can like fix that, let me know. But anyways, we're gonna make it happen. Of course, next time it's gonna be better. So let's actually check the liquidation heat maps for Bitcoin, because the liquidation heat maps are basically a very good sign for us to see, hey, where do want to like market maker want to push this market. So let's actually mark them out here before we start trading. Because in this trading session, I'm trying to scalp the market, right? For the people that don't know, we are scalping the market here. So we are looking for quick moves. We're trading this together. If you guys don't know how to scalp on BingX, let me know. I'm going to actually record very soon also a video, but I didn't want to wait with my live streams to start. So yeah, let me actually see what we are having here. We have some interesting ones. Let me actually put the threshold a little bit more down so we see more. Okay. Okay. So we do have, let's actually see the liquidations that we have here. We have a big liquidation of 21 million long positions that get liquidated at 88,971. 88,971. All right. Let's actually mark that out. 88,971. All right. So this one we have, which could be very interesting. I'm going to mark that out here. And then we have a second one, 88,908. Okay. Let's see. Then we have 88,782. Just for us to mark it out, right? Before the session starts, we still have 8 minutes to go. So let's actually mark out the liquidation levels that can be very important for our scalping trades. We have a bigger one at 88,594. 88. 88,594. And then I think we had one in between, huh? 88,657. Okay, that are the short liquidations for now, and then we're also gonna take a look for this. For the long liquidations, and now we're also taking a look on the sell liquidation levels that are starting here at 90,351. 90,351. So they're a little bit above. So as we can see, the sell liquidation levels are definitely way above us. 90,414. Almost done. That can be then for scalping potential areas to take profits, okay? Because I'm not calling like specific stop losses or specific take profits. It's very important, guys, that you have your own risk management, okay? Your own risk management. I'm just going to call what I'm doing, what I think makes sense. But you need, of course, to know your own risk management. Very, very important. 90,539. There we go. So these ones here can be very, very interesting areas for us to basically trade to. And then we have 90,602. I'm going to check the chat in a second. I'm excited for the video. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right. So I think now we basically know what to do. Now we're taking a look on structure shifts in general. Like we definitely also have some interesting areas here. Like as you can see exactly in our liquidation levels, we also have, for example, here an imbalance in red that is not filled yet. So eventually, if we are breaking this area here, if we're breaking this area here to the downside, that would be a sell entry. We have 4 more minutes. So if we are breaking structure to the downside, that one right here in red is a very important level, important key level. So if we are breaking down this level, it would be interesting for sells just to go in per market. And then also very interesting if we are breaking this level here to the upside, it will be very interesting for buys, right? This one here is currently my point of view. So if we are breaking down this red area for scalping, because here we don't do intraday. Of course, I also do intraday, which I kind of teach in my Telegram as well. So if you guys more are like interested for swings, let me know. But here we rather trade the New York opening. Let me actually know, like, what's your experience in trading? Do you already know how to trade crypto? Are you a complete beginner? Maybe on a scale from 1 to 10, let me know, like, how experienced you are in this. Let me actually try to use my second screen now, if that works or not. So still doesn't work. It's crazy. So probably I need to reload my or restart my computer. Most likely. But yeah, let me know if you guys have any question. Can you still hear me? I don't see anything in the chat. Ah yeah, now I see the chat, but there's no new question, I think. Ready to go. Yeah, we have 2 more minutes, so New York is gonna open. Currently, as I said, we have some nice liquidation levels, both under us and over us. We have from the perspective of sell liquidity, we have a 15-minute imbalance under us, which is aligning with liquidation levels, where of course people like market makers potentially want to take some, basically take some losses. So let's see. Who has the bigger balls? Who has the bigger balls? The bulls or the bears? Let me know. What do you guys think? Do we fall? Do we fall in this session or do we rise up in this session? Flo says would say like a still like a beginner because there's much to learn. 100%. 100%. That makes sense. That makes sense. So this is Bitcoin. I would say we're focused in this session only on BTC. I'm not focusing on anything else for today just because my screen and everything is not working. From tomorrow on, we also do Ethereum and Solana. I can also, still give you give you my perspective, but let's see now what we see. I personally make myself ready for some trades. I already said, like, if we are breaking down the low, we are targeting the liquidation levels. This is what I see right now. When we're breaking this low, we can consider going into a sell. As always, no financial advice, but this is something that I personally look out for. I'm not gonna mark out my exact entries and stuff like that. Have your own risk management, stop loss, liquidation price, whatever you guys are using. Let me know if you guys have any questions for that. I will again also do some videos how to trade leverage and stuff like that on my YouTube, and also in the free community on Telegram. If you're not in the free Telegram community, feel free to check out the link in my video description. And let's see what the market is doing here. So let's switch on the lower time frames here to actually see even clearer. For now, there's no big reaction here. So let's see. Let's see. I actually don't know if we can make music. My last video I actually got banned because I had music in. Do you guys have any recommendations how to do that? So we're getting ready for potential sales, by the way. We are getting ready for potential sells. Let me actually check the chat here as well. So we are getting ready for potential sells here. So can we have like a clear 1 minute break under it? That would be nice. That would be very, very nice. Let's see. So now in the trade here, got a nice break to the downside. We got a nice break to the downside. Very nice movement here. Nice one. Very nice move. Nice. Nice, guys. You should all be in profits. Feel free to secure your position. Again, have your own risk management. Very, very nice move to the downside. Now we are targeting the 15-minute imbalance. Let's go. Push it down. So first liquidation level is very, very close here. You can sing. Pump it down. Feel free to take profits, obviously, guys. Own risk management. Uh, whenever you feel like it's fitting your risk management. We have the yellow line, which is a liquidation level here. So let's see. Yeah, is there a song? Let's go pump it down, because I know the song, like the pump it up. Feel free to secure your trade. Everybody should be for sure in profits. Now we also got this basically this point of interest here very nicely. Liquidation levels are still under us. Let's see, but very nice move already for the opening. Nice. 0.25%. So very, very nice move to the downside here with liquidation. So now it should be like a break even if you were like, if you were in the trade. As I said, like, have your own risk management, but here we got a nice point of interest. Still interesting though, like the candle basically jumped to the downside and now retraces up. For now, nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. So yeah, guys, some nice profits were definitely possible. For now, I'm not in the trade anymore. Oh, nice push now. So now we are looking for, if you guys want to take buys again, me personally, I personally wait for this break here, like this higher break to the upside. And then I would take longs again. For now, was a nice move to the downside, could take some profits. Unfortunately, we didn't go down to actually this 88,972. That would be a very, very nice area. But definitely some profits were possible. Flo was like, haha. So now very interesting, crazy candle, by the way, like crazy 5-minute candle. Crazy 5-minute candle. Let's see. Let's see if we can give like a clear break to the upside. I'm also still in a long position, actually. More like a, how do you say, like a intraday swing position. So yeah. But yeah, some small profits here with the first trade. Some small profits possible with the first trade. Got rejected here shortly before the liquidation levels. But depending on your leverage, you had the chance to make a couple percent here. But for now, I'm not in any trade. What I would only do if we're actually breaking the own like low of the candle here, I would consider taking a sell again. But for now, we broke structure. So if we are breaking down again, we can definitely also again go into a quick sell to target these levels here, the 50-minute levels. But for now, I wouldn't do anything here. Let's actually take a look what Ethereum is doing. Oh, some nice manipulation candle here in the beginning of New York. Oh my goodness. What is doing Solana? Solana also manipulation candles for now. So these candles are always nice to take some profits, of course, and to have some opportunity to to just, you know, take some quick profits. But very, very important also for the guys that have been in my session already before. From the German side, very important, we take now quick profits. I don't want to hold any trade for too long anymore, like the last days, for example, of the last week. Quickly secure profits, secure your entry, target point of interest, or in this case, liquidation cluster. And then you're good to go. Better be safe than sorry here. But you need to be very active in front of your trading panel. Let's see. Let's actually see what we got here. As I said, like if we can break the significant high here, I would definitely take long positions. I would consider taking long positions here. This one here was a nice break, some good movement, possible profit taking, and then we got stopped out pretty quickly. So for the people that are also new, who want to trade quick trades, not holding them longer. So yeah, for the people that are completely new, very, very important. And if you guys have any questions to whatever we are doing here, feel free to ask it in the chat. Very important. Feel free to ask it here in the chat. So another important level here. So if we're breaking down here, I would consider taking a short position here too. Here at this low of 98,000 could be a possible great support area. So be careful. But we do have some 50-minute imbalance still under us, so it would make sense if we move a little bit more down here. What did we actually grab here? We grabbed some liquidity, but I think it was not really an imbalance. Like here was not really an imbalance. We already had the wick from before, so nothing really actually. In my opinion, it's still, if they want to grab the liquidity, they should still go down. They should still go down. But for now, nothing really interesting. So let's actually see in the chat. Oh. That was a very quick one, to be honest. But Florian, let's see if you're still in the trade. Either you're secure soon and break even, because now we got a break here. Like I know now we are not too many people, but like in the future, like I cannot really give like clear entries. Like you guys need to have like clear, like what I would do in your case now. Wait for the reaction here. Like I actually told myself that I'm not going on like personal things, but yeah. So like we have some support level here on the 1 minute. I would see like you're close to break even. Currently we are kind of ranging here. I don't know where your exact entry is. I know that you're also trading on BingX, but I would consider, depending on the price action here, to close it whenever. Yeah, just take a look for the price action here. If you're like close to break even, see if we break this level. Like it still makes sense. Like I would not close it right away on break even personally. I would still like wait for the price action, but of course, like if you feel safer and that's like your risk management, it would make sense to close break even. But as I said, like if we are breaking down here, like depending on the reaction here, we still have the liquidity under us is closer than the liquidity over us. which could technically mean, or which would make sense if we do something like this. Boom, boom, right? Could make sense. So let's see, like right now it's a little bit indecision. Also new 15-minute candle close or opens now, like the old 15-minute candle closes in 10 seconds. So let's see, I definitely think we can still push down. I still think we can push down. So let's see if we get anything else here. And let's pray for Florian that still is in the trade. Also, when you're still in the trade, like you should be around break even right now. I definitely think we can still get the liquidation levels here. So probably holding a little bit longer is possible. Hopefully it didn't get, I mean, it was not a big move to the upside, but hopefully you didn't get stopped out. But I would wait now here. So if you're in profits right now, watch now the reaction at the low here, because there is a small 1 minute point of control. If we are breaking down, I would still stay in the trade. So now we are approaching the zone. We are breaking through. Okay, nice. We're breaking through. I would take profits in this area. I would take profits in this area. So potentially, I don't know, a few dollars. Like we still have the liquidation levels under us. 88,972 is the first liquidation levels. Here are buyers in big danger. So if you're still in the trade, now very soon could be a potential take profit scenario, guys. Staying in, nice. So one more push, that would be kind of, if we say it, TP1. Nice. There we go. Like, let's go, guys. Like, these people that are still in, that is a profit zone. First profit zone hit. The yellow line that I put before. Very nice. So, Florian, congratulations that you stayed in. Here, I would take profits, take partial profits, or take full profits if you're happy. We hit the second target. The second liquidation level is done. Oh, I actually see that oh my goodness. You know what happened to me? I opened 2 positions actually, and I'm still in 1 position, so I'm closing this one here. The other one was close break even. Nice. I was very lucky here. I just closed my profits, for example. We have a little bit more space to the downside. 15-minute imbalance is not 100% filled, so that could be like the final target down here. But you should definitely have took already profits. Secured 50%. Very nice. How much percent did you make? Put it in the chat. So for everybody that is still in the trade and took profits, very nice. You got a long breath, because now you got the 2 targets already from the liquidation levels that we marked out before. Put in the chat what you guys have made. Very nice, Florian. Congratulations. So sometimes it's better to stay in. Sometimes it's better to stay in. Got some manipulation wick, and now we are moving to the downside. Got take profit 1 and 2 with the liquidation cluster. We are in the 15-minute imbalance zone here. So definitely interesting here. Okay, nice. I made really good profits here actually with the second position. I got a little bit lucky here, to be honest. But I closed some nice profits here. Also, Florian, so you're not alone for sure. Anybody else that took some profits? Very nice. Very nice here. Nice. So if you're still in the trade, we are approaching the target 3. We are target 3 is hit. Let's freaking go. Very nice. Very nice. Target 3 is hit. Target 3 is hit. Imbalance is almost filled. Let's see. Very nice. It's already 0.5% in spot volume, so If you have, for example, 20x leverage, that would be 10% on your margin. Nice one. That is definitely a nice one. We are still pushing down. We are still pushing down. 50-minute imbalance completely filled. Fourth target, fourth liquidation level is about to hit, and it's hit, full target hit, guys. Full liquidation levels hit that we marked out. I would say first partial 6% on BTC, second partial 11%, and third partial 17%. Patience is key. Nice. Did you close completely? So now I expect a potential jump to the upside. Now I expect a potential jump to the upside here. So if we are breaking this, I'm not entering here. I would wait for personally this level here to break, and then we have some nice targets above us. 50-minute imbalance is filled, so exactly what we wanted to have. To be really honest, I got lucky that I opened up 2 positions here. I'm not gonna lie. I took profits here and then closed on break even, but apparently I clicked twice, which is definitely lucky here. Lucky me. I just saw it. I was like getting a shock, but we were in profit, so that's good. So even me sometimes. But nice, 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 nice. Oh my goodness, that's a great, great push to the downside, guys. Exactly what we wanted. Congratulations if you hit completely. Now we are even getting the rest of the liquidation levels here in BTC. Let's actually take a look and reload this. We are filling, look at that. We are filling completely everything right now. Let's actually put the threshold. Do we have anything under us that is still interesting? Yes, we do. Let's actually see here. The next level would be 88,323. 88,323. Another liquidation level here on BTC. Which is also getting filled soon. It's crazy. What a crazy move. Congratulations, guys, everybody that took the profits today. So the bears had the bigger balls today. The bears had the bigger balls. Yes, closed all. Big congratulations, Florian, for the nice, nice profits here. Patience pays. Patient pays. Very, very nice one. Very, very nice one. So yeah, guys. Currently, I don't want to take any shorts anymore here. We are actually even filling the almost the last liquidation level that we have here, but then almost all the liquidations are gone. I mean, we have still shortly over 88,000. We have 25 million here. We have 18 million, 25 million here. We still have some, especially at shortly over 88,000. Yeah, but what a move to the downside. What a move to the downside. Ethereum also very important level that was broken here. So let's see. Let's actually see what we got here. We now have some nice support here from the point of control as well. By the way, this liquidation of this 20 million liquidation also got filled. Now we are basically in a very interesting area here to get support. As you can see here, let's see if we are breaking through this one here. We are breaking even through the point of control here, but we do see a nice reaction here. So let's see. Let's see if we can see a nice reaction here. Got the 3 to 1. Is it standard futures or perpetual? I would actually recommend you to use standard futures. Very important. Why? You can open more positions, so you can open a short position and buy like a long position at the same time, and you only pay fees once. In perpetuals, you pay both maker and taker fees, and in standard futures, you only pay um, for opening a trade. So I would recommend you to use standard futures because it's cheaper on BingX. That's a very nice option. For perpetual futures, I would use for intraday and swing trades. Like me personally, I'm using, as I said, perpetual futures on BingX for intraday and swings. So hold them a little bit longer. And for scalping trades, I personally like to take the standard futures because they are a little bit cheaper in the fees, especially in scalping. We are opening up a little bit more trades than, let's say, intradays. Um, so yeah, that's why I would personally do standard futures. We're still pushing down here, so we don't see any support at this area for now. So not jumping into a falling knife without any confirmation here. That's crazy. Crazy sell-off here in New York session. Look at that. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Look at that. Look at this. Let's see if we can see here any support soon. I mean, that's a big sell-off for sure. I mean, we were in sell, so that's great. But in general, of course, I don't really like that the market is being sold off so aggressively overall. So yeah. Let's see. Bitcoin hits 88,000. We are under 88,000 actually. Mm. So very interesting what the market is doing here now at the lows. If we can see any sort of, I mean, we are definitely oversold for sure. That's a crazy sell-off. That's a crazy sell-off here in Bitcoin. But we see now a good reaction, I think. Nice one. See a nice reaction here. So it's a little bit hard what to do now. I mean, obviously there is like a potential wick fill trade, what we can do, because we do have also now a big imbalance that is being created here with a new 15-minute candle that is being opened up. So, I mean, it depends, right? The imbalance or like I mean, the imbalance of the 15-minute, we have an imbalance here. We have an imbalance here. So we definitely have some things to fill again. But personally, it's a little bit tough to now buy the market, to be honest. Like it's a little bit tough to buy it now. Um, I would not do it. I would rather, especially because we're in the first session. I mean, we had some nice profits now. I would wait for something more clear, especially with Japan and everything not really clear with the interest rate. Like the market is reacting, obviously. So since we already also at 16, actually, like the first half an hour, I'm gonna stay today until 16:15. So we're going to do like 15 more minutes today. Tomorrow, hopefully everything with my screen is fixed. So yeah, and I also will I think on Wednesday I will have a video done for the people that don't really know how futures work. I will explain that a little bit more in detail, but for now we went into one trade, broke down, got all the liquidity cluster that we discussed. We got them all. So very nice sells. Overall, I would really love the market to turn here and not go even deeper, because that would just mean that we are potentially really going lower, right? Like actually lower, and that wouldn't be so nice. That wouldn't be so nice. Let's actually see what we have here on Ethereum. It's crazy how we got, like, how this is being sold off. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. So let me actually see the chat. Thinking about going for the imbalance, we get an engulfing candle. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely possible, but I am personally happy with my profits for today. I'm not really risking anything. I don't see something clear here. But it would be definitely possible to go for the wick fill for the imbalance, yeah. For example, if we break this high here, could be. Got the 3-1. Very nice, man. Very, Isa, very, very nice. Got the 3-1. That's amazing, man. That's amazing. Yeah, let's see what we see. I mean, we have a big support area, but we also tested this area already quite some time. Now, of course, got a big sell-off. Usually we get this filled. We still have an Ethereum, this big candle here that was not filled, but the 50% was, I believe, filled here. Yeah, the 50% was filled here. There we go. This was the 50% level. But let's see. We're still pushing down. That's crazy. Well, at least got some nice sells, I guess. But overall, I don't really like that for Bitcoin overall. I don't really like that. Maybe we really like get this wick and then move to the upside, but there is also the risk that we actually get completely, that we like flush down completely. That doesn't, like, this sell-off doesn't look good. Doesn't look good. We even go more down. All right, guys. But I personally don't take anything today anymore. I would say for me, that's it for today. I actually have one other call today. Tomorrow I will potentially be a little bit longer, but I actually need to end the session for today. One trade for today. I think for the first session officially here, that is a nice one. Congratulations for the profits. And of course, if you do anything, stay safe. And then we're gonna speak each other or hear each other tomorrow at 3 p.m. CT, same time like today. I'm gonna go live again, go over the market, and let's see. Let's see. At least we got the wick fill now. Like the fill is done. Let's see if we see any kind of confirmation. I personally don't take anything here for now because I cannot really manage my trades anymore since I have the meeting. But if you guys see anything, of course, a wick fill trade into the imbalance is something possible. Potentially something like this here could be interesting. We're breaking this area. Could be interesting, but right now we don't really see like a crazy reaction to the upside. So let's see. But with that being said, guys, for today, nice live. Nice that you like it. We're going to do that every day. And step by step, we're going to get better and have a better feeling. But nice that you catch the 1 to 3. Also nice that Flo catched the trade. If you guys have any questions, you can always reach out to me on my Telegram. Check out my in the description. You can get access to BingX, the broker that I personally use, and you also get access to my personal Telegram channel. A good friend is texting me right now. Hashi, when you're in this, love you, bro. I see right now what you're texting me. Great feedback here right now on Telegram from a friend of mine that is also in the live. Love you, bro. And I would say, guys, much love. See you tomorrow and stay safe. Over and out. Ciao, ciao. You're Jonathan.